This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. Right, so I think understandably I've had a few more people ask about my opinion on this guitar. As obviously I play K-lines an awful lot, I think people wanted me to sort of do some comparison with those and talk about some of that stuff. So it's been maybe 3 weeks since Fender sent me this. Now, of course, the main caveat to this is who is going to say anything particularly negative about a guitar that's been sent to them. That said, I did show you what I thought was a potentially concerning neck gap. I have closed that neck gap a bit by applying some pressure to the headstock and then tightening the screws a bit. So now you can just about slip the 20-pound note in there still, but not with it folded over. The other thing that I've done is added an extra spring on the end here to the trem, because the trem was sitting a bit high. Now it's kind of sitting just around flush. In terms of how it actually is as a guitar, this one comes in just under £8, which this was something that I saw Matthew Scott saying about as well. He found that his was just over £8, I believe. And if you look on, there's sites like Peach Guitars, which weigh all of their guitars. I think you'll find that there are quite a few above £8, which I've not seen K-lines getting that high. So what I think has happened is that Fender are selecting the lighter woods for the custom shop, and then, you know, the non-custom shop stuff gets the slightly heavier wood. I think there is a preference for lighter woods for a lot of guitarists. Some people probably don't care, but in any case, you'd want to save that wood, I guess, for your kind of flagship instruments, which is understandable, right? But I'm actually having a really good time playing it. So if you were thinking about maybe grabbing one of these, I would go and play a few in a shop, would be my suggestion, because the specs are, you know, potentially a little bit strange for some folks. So of course, small frets, which is not going to be everyone's bag. Also, this nitro is not the most slick feeling. It can give a bit of like drag. And this V-shaped neck for me is incredibly comfortable. A soft V down at the bottom here and kind of tapers out to be basically a C by the time you get up here, but quite similar to the Eric Johnson neck, but a bit smaller. I'd suggest it feels to me, you know, not quite as full in the hand. This bone nut is slipping slightly, still like gripping the strings, so I might put some graphite in there. Other things to be aware of, yeah, maybe check the weight of them as you're playing them. I think the thing that I'm really looking forward to, if I can put enough hours on the instrument, is that this nitro should start to sort of feel a bit different under the hand, depending on how much I can play it. I think I will try and gig this thing live as well. I think it's quite a cool instrument for that sort of thing, and I've got to the stage where I don't want to take my blue K-line out too much, just because I'm worried about what might happen, you know, scratches on the neck, that sort of thing I want to avoid. I think the pickups in it sound great, so you wouldn't need to change them. And I'm quite glad that it has the maple neck, because maybe if I'd got a rosewood one, I wouldn't have played it as much. But this is different enough from my K-lines that I'm not kind of noticing a quality gap or something like that. Now, the K-lines, as I say, will be lighter, and I think they play a little bit better. It feels much, not much, but smoother playing. They've got the 10-inch radius. This has got 7.25. The K-line neck is also a C. I mean, other than that, there's not huge differences. It just feels to me like the neck pocket on the K-line is a bit tidier, lighter woods, that sort of stuff. I haven't seen massive finishing flaws or anything in this. There's like a little bit of a bit where they missed the nitro finish here and a little bit up here, as I said in my first video. But all in all, I think really, really decent instrument. I did want to do a comparison with something that should be coming up soon with the PRS Silver Sky SE, and I'll be interested to see putting these two head to head again, because there's a couple of points about the SE that I think might be a positive now that I look back on it a little bit, and so I wanted to kind of do a little review on that. But, you know, would I recommend it over a K-line? The answer to that is no, and I think the K-lines present really, really good value for money, given that they only cost about £200-300 or dollars more than one of these. So if you're thinking about grabbing one of these instead of that, that wouldn't be the way I'd go, but a really respectable guitar. I think poly bass coat on these as well, which is the same as what was on the American originals, right? I'd be interested to know your thoughts if you've played one of the American vintages. Like I say, I think the finishing flaws on this would have been enough that had I been one of the folks that had to pay for one of these, you know, like a normal person would, then if I didn't get on the guitar, I would suggest that those would be enough that you could probably send the guitar back, right? In my opinion, because it's, you know, you don't necessarily expect that on a £2,000 guitar. The fret job, really good. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Have you tried one of these? Did you buy one? Have you been happy? I think in general, an American made sort of vintage spec Strat. I've had a load of fun with this, really. I'll continue playing it. You should see it on the channel a bunch more. I wouldn't be able to use it as much as I have if I didn't honestly really like the guitar. And I think that is generally the litmus test with these things, right? So you can see someone can rave about a guitar all they like, but if it doesn't end up being played in more than sort of one video, you do wonder, like, did you even really like that thing? And you can probably see that it's fairly indisputable that I have really enjoyed playing it, because I'm still playing it pretty much every day. So thanks to Fender for sending me that, a really cool guitar, and really nice to be involved in a launch in that kind of way. Of course, it's not really the normal way to do a gear review, is it? Does it really matter what someone thinks of a guitar if they were sent it for free? Not so much. Catch you in another video soon. Here's some more playing. I hope you've enjoyed seeing this on the channel as much as I've enjoyed playing it. I'd love to know your thoughts if you've had good experiences or bad experiences with the American Vintage 2 series. Pure Vintage 57 pickups as well. In general, I've been very happy with this as a guitar. Cheers for now. Which one of you dogs wants to be in this? Come on. Fenton? Come on, you don't. Bit of dog bothering. That's a Fenton.